What's going on, guys? It's Nick here, back with another video. It's Monday, so you know what time it is. Time for another mock draft. Monday, we're doing Fantasy Pros on this one, but next week, we're doing it on Underdog. So if you haven't signed up yet, do so now so you can get in. I believe I'll be recording it next Thursday. I have to record this one on Wednesday. I'm going to do this one way ahead of time. So if Julio gets traded away, if Rodgers gets traded away, I don't know about it for this video, but I'm not expecting any massive news to happen that's going to impact the draft too much. Obviously those things will, but you guys can understand. Obviously Julio goes away, Calvin Ridley goes up, obviously Rodgers stays, Adams goes up. These are very easy things to know what's going to happen and how you would adjust. Of course, we go over them, but I don't know them right now. But yeah, we're doing Underdog I'll be recording it next Thursday. So sign up for an Underdog account. It's underdogfantasy.com. You can go to the link tree in the description of basically any video we have and sign up there, or just go to underdogfantasy.com. Use promo code FFA. You're going to get $25 in just free drafts, right? So that's your deposit bonus. You put a deposit on there, and you can do drafts for $3. That's a lot of just free drafts that you can do. So this is going to be Fantasy Pros, though. I have my rankings on my second monitor over here. Last week, we did the full PPR on 3 wide receiver setup. So we're going to go back to half PPR this week. We did the 1 spot last week. We did middle spots before. I'm thinking we just do the opposite. Let's just go to the 12 spot. I don't think I've done 12 spot in a while, but definitely a bunch of different strategies. You can go from there. You could do RB0. You can go with, we call it RB0 light, when you grab a stud running back and then hammer out the receivers. So many different things. Going to depend on who gets taken before us, though. But same setup. We've got 2 running back, 2 wide receiver. Well, same setup we usually do for this. The 1 flex, just a general setup. Not going to change any positional values because in a 12-team half PPR league, there is no real lean towards any position. It's just going to depend on your league, right? Some leagues just have quarterbacks go earlier, have running backs go earlier. Depends on your league mates. So let's pull up the draft board here. Kelsey goes 8th overall. Okay, so ton of running backs off the board. Probably going to happen this season. McCaffrey, Henry, Barkley, Cook, Alvin Kamara, Zeke are 1 through 6. Adams goes 7. Kelsey goes 8. Then Chubb, Taylor, and Aaron Jones. So we get 2 picks here. No, we want to keep that. We want to hide drafted players. That's where we have it. So if we just look at my rankings, I have Tyreek Hill as the 9th overall pick. I have DeAndre Hopkins as the next pick. I have Stephon Diggs right after that. Looking at running backs, I don't have a running back until Cam Akers in the teens. So my rankings say do not grab. It would be Akers would be the next up, and I think he's a phenomenal pick. But this is a bit too early according to my rankings. So definitely going to take Tyreek Hill. I don't even think that's a discussion. You're using Tyreek Hill on one of these picks. Basically, I think it's too early for Kittle. It's too early for a quarterback. And I would prefer not to get one of these running backs in this range. I know it means I'm not going to get them in the next round, but let's try RB0. Now, I do have DeAndre Hopkins ahead of Stephon Diggs. It's by 1 spot. I have them 11 and 12, but I do have Hopkins a little bit higher. I think they're both incredible picks. I don't really think if you want to grab one over the other, it doesn't matter. Both elite. Both have fantastic quarterback play. Both are on really good offenses, so the touchdowns could be there. Just both are going to have massive target shares. There's just nothing wrong with any of them. So we started off RB0, right? I mean, Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins. Also, I'll do my thing I always say every single year, paying absolutely no attention. Don't even use it as a tiebreaker to the bye. I don't care if my entire team has a week 12 bye. You have no clue what your roster is going to look like in week 12. The one thing you probably do know is it's not going to be what you drafted. You're going to add players. You're going to make trades. Dudes are going to get hurt. Guys on your bench are going to outperform your starters. It's just going to happen. Pay no attention to it. Don't even use it as a tiebreaker. Okay, now that we've that out of the way, let's see what got drafted. We see Kittle go in the third, but then we don't see Waller go, so that's absolutely on our radar. Patrick Mahomes goes in the second. No other quarterback has gone. Okay. I see an interesting thing we could do. For running backs, we see after our pick, Eckler, Gibson, Akers. We see Najee Harris go. We see Najee. I don't even know if I said that. Najee Harris go. Joe Mixon, Carson, Dobbins, Sanders, Clyde. Jeez, I'm crow. David Montgomery, Swift. A lot of running backs are off the board right now. We do see a lot of wide receivers go too. So Diggs goes at the 205. We see A.J. Brown, Jefferson, Metcalf, Calvin Ridley at the 212. McLaurin, 302. That's a little early, I think, for him. Michael Thomas, 307. Then Keenan Allen and Allen Robinson. So if we open up our cheat sheet, I have, let's see. I was going to say George Kittle. I don't know why I thought he was still on the board. Harris gone, Ridley gone, Jefferson gone, Mixon gone, Allen Robinson, Darren Waller. I have Darren Waller up next. After him, it's Julio. I would say personally, I'm not pumped about taking Julio when I don't know where he's going. He could go to New England. He could go to the Packers. If they're trying to keep Aaron Rodgers, you trade for Julio Jones, and now you have Julio Jones and Adams, and Rodgers is okay, I'll throw to that. So that's a possibility. He could go to the Titans. I know A.J. Brown has been pleading for Julio to come. Yes, that would tank A.J. Brown's value, and yes, it would obviously hurt Julio. I had someone ask me in the chat, they're like, okay, when do you sell Julio? If you do think he's getting traded, when do you sell him? Probably before he gets traded. I mean, you're going from, is he ever going to get an increase in opportunity? He's on, one of, if not the most pass-heavy offenses in football. Still has a really good quarterback. Obviously, Matt Ryan's declining, but he's still a really good quarterback. Do we really see a situation where Julio is going to get a better spot? I mean, even if it's a better offense, it's not going to be a better target share. So, and he'd be changing teams. I don't know. I think the time to sell Julio would be before he gets traded, because he could go to a worse situation for sure. I don't know. That's just my take on the situation. But without knowing where he's going, I'm not pumped about taking him. I also think there's marginal value in going with a wide receiver in this spot. I know I talk about RB0, and we're probably still going to continue RB0. But that doesn't mean you have to take wide receiver, right? RB0 means no running backs. But it doesn't mean we can't grab Darren Waller here, right? And like I said, my tight end strategy this season, try and get one of the top three. If you don't get one of them, you're waiting. You're waiting until the very, very, very end of the draft. Is this whole range of all of this is so similar. If you did get to the end and you had to take, just worst case scenario, you had to take Troutman, that'd probably end up being fine. You have to take Gerald Everett, that could turn out being fine. But you're probably going to end up more in this range where you're getting Irv Smith, Tyler Higbee, Gesicki. These are all still great options. So we grabbed Waller, though, because true difference maker. Those top three could be insanely valuable for us. Oh, I didn't do did I do stat of the day? I don't think I did stat of the day. We're going to do stat of the day right now. I don't have it written down anywhere. I just have to remember it. So today's stat of the day, and again, I'm recording this way early, so I have no idea what the stat even is going to be on Friday, but maybe I'll post. Yeah, I'll post the winner. At this point in the video, I'll throw up who won the last stat of the day. But today's stat, how many quarterbacks finished last season in the top 10 of fantasy points war metric? So fantasy points made a war metric. If you don't know, baseball, wins above replacement. They made that for fantasy. Really cool article. Highly recommend you check it out. How many quarterbacks finished in the top 10 most valuable players in all of fantasy in wins above replacement? So how many wins were they providing your fantasy team above just streaming quarterback? How many were in the top 10? But yeah, as I was saying, we don't technically need to go wide receiver here. I don't see a wide receiver that's standing out. I don't see a wide receiver that's going to give us a significant value, so we don't need to go there. We're not going tight end because we obviously took one. So our option is basically take our favorite running back, which is probably Mike Davis. I would have to think it's either Mike Davis. I'll pull up the running back rankings. Either Mike Davis or Chase Edmonds. I don't remember who's there. Mike Davis at 45, Chase Edmonds at 46. We're at the 37 pick right now. So a little bit early for those guys, but that's the problem. So when you are in the middle, you're a middle pick. You've got around, like, depending on which middle pick you are, around like 10 to 12 picks that can go by. So you can take chances, be like, all right, I'm going to try and get a value here. When you are at the turn, there are a million picks that are going to go by. You have no idea what's going to be left. I mean, you can try and guess, but you don't know who's going to be left. So it's not as big a deal if you're reaching even like half a round to a round. I mean, obviously you don't want to do that in like the first, second, third rounds, but as you start getting later in the draft, it's totally fine to reach a round ahead because they're not going to be there. Literally 2 rounds are going by before you pick again. So you kind of have to reach. But yeah, it would be one of like Gaskin, Kareem Hunt, Mike Davis. Obviously, this is like not a good situation to be in if all these guys come off the board and our top running backs are in this range. So we should probably lean towards grabbing one of these running backs. But like I was saying, it would be interesting to see, and that's what I want to check at the end of this video. What happens, or we just try it out. Let's try it out. Because obviously, if this is my team that I'm like really, really trying to win with, I probably don't chance it here. I probably take one of the running backs that I really like. But I kind of want to just test out and see what we can build. I do have Kyler ahead of Josh Allen. I guess the question is, do we think it's probably not worth it? I was going to say we could try it out. Is it really worth taking one of them when we're pretty sure like Lamar or Dak will be there at the next pick? Okay, it's probably not worth it. We'll test it at the end. We'll see what we would have gotten. But yeah, let's just take our top running back. We'll take Mike Davis. No fun for us. Oh, all the quarterbacks go off the board for our next one. But yeah, I wanted to see if grabbing quarterback. Wow, Lamar goes 1 pick before us. Sick. If grabbing a quarterback here, can we even field running backs after that? But all the quarterbacks are taken now. We're not all the good ones, but like we're not probably going to take Wilson, Rodgers, Herbert. We'd wait a little bit, try and grab Hurts, Stafford, Burrow. You guys know the drill on the quarterbacks at this point. Pull up where's the cheat sheet? All right, pull that up. Here's our team. Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Darren Waller. It's just a stud core there. Mike Davis. We're trying to get running backs that have the upside to be running back ones if things go their way. Of course, I made the video saying that's with Mike Davis. Of course, Chase Edmonds we know has just a ton of upside, and I'm very, very bullish on Chase Edmonds this season. They're not paying James Conner anything. No one, it seemed, wanted to pay James Conner anything. So actually, I feel like our running backs are still really solid with Davis and Chase. If we wanted to, we could grab another high upside running back here, go with Travis Etienne. If you wanted to, you can go with Damian Harris, Javonte Williams. I don't think there is a huge value in doing that, though. And I do think that there are some really nice wide receivers on the board, and I would like to grab one of them. It would be Brandon Ayuk. It would be T. Higgins, Cortland Sutton, Jamar Chase, and then I do see a drop-off in everyone else. I've already talked about how I think Brandon Ayuk is just an absolute stud, is going to be just an alpha wide, already was an alpha wide receiver last season, incredible success rates against man, against press, just dominant last season, gonna improve this season. So having a core of Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Brandon Ayuk, I feel very, very confident in that. Obviously feel good about Waller tight end, feel good about Davis and Chase Edmonds, but I want to keep improving this running back core because I'm so sure of the wide receivers and tight ends. I want to make sure that we still have good running backs because could the Falcons get someone to replace Mike Davis? Sure. Could James Conner get more work than we think? Sure. I want to take more chances. I would probably say that, do we double dip? I don't think there's a wide receiver that we necessarily need at this spot. So I think we just, we double dip. We take 2 running backs that we like, have upside. I'm thinking for me, this is Damian Harris and Javonte Williams. I am not saying that Melvin Gordon will be replaced this season. I'm just saying there's definitely a chance, and it kind of seems like the team prefers Javonte Williams. We'll obviously see in training camp. We'll see in the preseason, all that stuff. But there's definitely a chance, and there's a world out there where Javonte Williams replaces Melvin Gordon, and then Rodgers gets traded to the Broncos. And he should probably be like, what would he be next season? If you knew they had Rodgers, you knew that he'd replace Melvin Gordon, he'd be a second-round pick. So getting that in the 8th round is nice value. Now that we've done that too, we're in this dreadful range at running back. Although, I mean, let's be honest, Jamal Williams will probably get work. So Jamal Williams would be fine, but we're in a range running back we don't want to touch. And it's good that we've now locked up forward we feel good about. So I think it would probably be smart of us to just grab the quarterback that we want with one of these picks, because it would be the late 11th round by the time our next one rolls around. And is it really worth not grabbing one of the quarterbacks we like? It's probably not. So let's take a wide receiver and then pair it with a quarterback. Not like a stack, but just do a wide receiver and a quarterback. I don't really know which one I would prefer. And I don't even know if there's one that I care about missing out on. I mean, we'll click show more. Yeah, I don't really care. I mean, I guess Parker would probably be the top option. If you believe in LaVisca, he would be an option. Pittman's an option. Marvin Jones is an option. Mike Williams is an option. Waddle, Mooney. But I don't really care if I miss out on a few of those guys. So since we're absolutely taking a quarterback here, let's just take the one that we want. I feel like I do this in every single video. I cannot remember who I have, Stafford or Burrow. I have Stafford, okay? So Stafford, I think we just take Jamal Williams. I think we just lock up. That's running backs. Like, running backs are done at this point. Mike Davis, Chase Edmonds, Damian Harris, Javonte Williams, Jamal Williams. Feel good about those running backs. I don't think we need another one. I guess if there's really one that we like, I mean, why not grab him? But I don't think that we need a running back, so that's set. So I guess we just grab 4 high upside wide receivers. I mean, they need to be all upside because Tyreek Hill is starting, DeAndre Hopkins is starting, like Brandon Ayuk is starting. So anyone we grab here, we're not expecting them to produce at all until like the halfway point of the season when we start getting buys and maybe if there's an injury, but we're not expecting these guys to do anything. So I don't want to go out there and grab who's a guy that fits it? Like Sterling Shepard. There'd be no reason for me to take Sterling Shepard because there's a 0% chance Sterling Shepard is starting on my team. They've got Galladay. They've got Kadarius Toney. Kadarius Toney. It's Toney. I get yelled at in the comment section for that. Kadarius Toney. There's just no way that Shepard's going to like outproduce these guys. I want someone who is probably going to be dropped, but if they aren't dropped, could be really good. Now, Mike Williams would be one of them. The new offensive coordinator could favor the outside receiver. He could just develop more with Justin Herbert. He is still a good talent. He is still a player that can rack up touchdowns. Do I feel confident he's going to go off? Absolutely not. But we're in the 11th round, right? We're in the 12th round now. No to T.Y. Hilton. I believe that there's a very low chance he goes off this season. No to Jalen Reagor. Also think there's a pretty low chance he goes off. Darnell Mooney, definitely fine if he turns into like a deep threat and Fields turns out to be pretty good. So that's an option. I would say, like every single one of these, our favorite between Aguilar and Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers tanked in the rankings, so we probably get him later. I would draft Jacoby Myers ahead of Aguilar, I think. So why don't we just take... I mean, no one else is standing out to me right now. We'll take Mooney. And then I would say with this last pick, it would be Myers or like Traquan Smith. I don't know if he's going to get taken. No, he wasn't taken. Both of those guys fit the bill. I mean, Traquan would definitely need Jameis Winston to be the quarterback. But I'm going to take Myers because I think that, and I think I'm going to include him in a video this coming week, just like breaking him down even further. But he was the best wide receiver on the team last season. And to think that Aguilar is some like stud after one good season for the Raiders, let's be honest, like it's Nelson Aguilar, right? So could he just absolutely blow on the Patriots? For sure. But I know that Myers is a good wide receiver. Just, they weren't a passing offense last year. Joe Burrow somehow still available, which is why you wait. Obviously, this is like simulators, but I mean, two quarterbacks, like a ton of these took multiple quarterbacks, and yet, pull up, you've still got at quarterback Burrow, Lance, Wentz, Justin Fields. Honestly, Trey Lance, if he's starting, is probably a top 15 quarterback because of his mobility. So always wait for the best deal at quarterback. We'll just take the Steelers. Good value there. I would say that we go back with all these teams. Definitely running back is the spot, and we're going to go over that quarterback decision as well. Running back's probably the spot here that we need to upgrade and figure out the most. Like early in the season, we need to figure out, is Mike Davis and Chase Edmonds a viable 1-2 punch at running back? If not, we feel so secure about like this whole section of our roster that we can devote all of our energy to figuring that out. After we figure that out, of course, like I've been saying with Stafford every time, we need to figure out if Stafford can be our quarterback on a championship team. But not too much to figure out. I mean, we've locked in a large portion of our offense. And even if those guys don't work out, does Damian Harris work out? Does Javonte Williams work out? We're only trying to find two of them. So I think a very solid draft there. Our one question was at Mike Davis. Do we think we could have gone with, I would have taken Kyler Murray. Would our team be better if we took Kyler Murray there and then we replaced Mike Davis with another running back who would have been available after Jamal Williams? No one that got taken. Let's go over here and look at what running backs were still on the board. I don't see anyone I love. I don't think there's anyone tanked in the rankings right now. Samaje Perine. Because I would say he's the very, very clear backup to Mixon, and Mixon isn't, immune to injuries. And so Perine would be really good if Mixon went down. So would you rather, on your team, have Mike Davis and Matthew Stafford? Oh, well, since I took Stafford there, I should probably just compare it to the running backs. Tony Pollard, was that? No, that he wasn't on the board. Let's just pretend Tony Pollard was on the board. Like just in general for this draft, would you rather have Mike Davis and Matthew Stafford or Tony Pollard and Kyler Murray? Put that in the comment section. So in the comment section, answer the stat of the day, of course, and then who would you rather have between Mike Davis and Matthew Stafford or Kyler Murray and Tony Pollard, with the note that if you pick the option that has Tony Pollard and Kyler Murray, even if you like that duo more, realize that you are now going into week one with Chase Edmonds, Damian Harris, Javonte Williams, Tony Pollard, and Jamal Williams. And that's a lot of decent running backs, but you do need to know that you're trusting Harris and Chase Edmonds. That honestly might be fine, and just the edge that you're gaining, having Kyler, having Waller, Tyreek Hill, Hopkins, that's probably enough to get by at running back until you get a stud. But you probably do need to find a stud. But hey, that's what RB0 is. RB0 is stack everything else and then see if you can pick up this year's, trade for Jonathan Taylor last season, pick up this season's James Robinson, like just figure out a way to build that roster. And that's how you would close a team in an RB0 draft. But that, my friends, is the end of this video. Hope you all did enjoy. If you did, and how about hitting that like button? And how about subscribing to the channel if you're new? Thanks for watching.